Hi, friends. It is about 10 o'clock at night, a little bit after, and it occurred to me that it's been a couple days since I posted. Rehab on Tuesday was fabulous. It was such a great day. Almost nothing hurt except for where I recently fell on my tailbone. And I don't know if any of you have ever had a tailbone injury, but they are achy for quite a while, sometimes weeks. And there's absolutely nothing anyone can do for it. So I just have to take a couple Tylenol a couple times a day and try and keep that under control. Tuesday was fabulous, and it was the third day of 3 days of just my exercise period, being covering 1 to 1.3 miles. So there were other steps on top of that were just, your normal daily movement around the house and going places and everything. But it felt like a really great day on Tuesday. And of course, since every day differs and some days are really good and other days are, a little bit breathy still. And, it's just that recovery period, gonna last a year. So today when I went to rehab, it's great. I can especially with my walker, to set the brakes on and sit down wherever I need to, even if there isn't a chair right there. I have the walker and I just sit down. And that works really well for going to the hospital. I'm for appointments or anything. I just have Circuit Rider drop me off now, and I go in all on my own. And when I'm ready to be picked up, I text him, and he comes and loops around and picks me up. And he does, as I think you guys know, that even while he and I do this together, he's still running his ministry full time. And as soon as I can be independent, is headed back to the trail for what remains of the year. And usually the trail year wraps up in September. So, yeah, in addition to all that he's doing for me, he's continuing the Heartbeat Appalachian Trail Ministry from a distance and has like close to 100 people all up and down the Appalachian Trail that are kind of his on-site folks, that if someone has a need, Circuit Rider coordinates and one of his friends to this ministry, and the participants thereof will go and help the person if people get injured on the trail, if somebody is the trail is a very challenging undertaking, and a lot of the people doing it are in a place of questioning, and so there's just all kinds of ways that ministry helps on the trail, from practical help all the way through spiritual help. So he has all those people still working and on behalf of the trail hikers, and he coordinates it from here. He's kind of adopted the rooftop as his office, so because ministers, they counsel and stuff, and so to keep confidentiality with the people that he talks to, if he has an important phone call like that to make, he runs up and takes advantage of the rooftop lounge. I told him to give me a ring at some point, and I'll run up there and take a picture of him so he can remember his LA office for this time that we're here. Anyway, so today he took me to rehab, and I had a blood draw after, and he came and picked me up. And I gotta say, rehab's kind of kicking my butt. But if I'm going to work hard, that's the place to do it, because they're monitoring me medically. So only there I'm allowed to work up to the level that I would consider moderate or hard or very hard. I'm allowed to do it there where I've got the medical help should I need it. So I've been pushing myself a little more, but then I get home and I'm hungry, and then after I have something to eat, I'm tired. So today I had a little, I didn't even have a bite to eat today. This was a day when, as opposed to Tuesday, rehab kind of kicked my butt because it was leg day and there was a lot of standing. And still, standing makes anything I do like twice as hard. So today was a lot of on my feet day, and we work with weights on my legs, and I'd have to do treadmill, and then there's, stretching. The easiest one is a recumbent elliptical. That one, since most of my exercise for the last 4 years of my illness was sitting in a chair pedaling, and arm weights. Those are, of course, the two things that are easiest for me. And so I gripe a little on the treadmill, I must say, but I still do the work. Yeah, so that's what I did today. I'm a later riser than Circuit Rider is. He likes to be up early in the morning and take care of coffee and business and stuff like that. And since most of what he does for the ministry, they're all back east, it works out great because 5 o'clock for him is 8 o'clock for them. So his day gets going pretty early. I tend to be, and always have tend to be, a person who sleeps a little bit later. So got up, had the coffee's all made when the person outside the door of your suite gets up so much earlier than you do. I have coffee available to me right away when I wake up. And did that, puttered around, in the morning, and then 12:15 we were headed for the hospital. And it's just such I don't know, I feel it tires me out, but it makes me feel like a normal person to be able to do all this. And my stepmom is being baptized on Sunday. So any of you who know what a celebration that is, please celebrate and be praying. And Circuit Rider's going to go. He's going to fly to Florida and stay one day and then come back on Monday in order to honor that. It's just, we're so happy. I'm just so happy that she's going to make her public declaration of her faith in our Lord. So it's a really special thing. I wish I got to go, but I tell Circuit Rider I'm sending him as my ambassador. So anyway, what else is going on? So I get to he flies out on the red eye tomorrow night. So I'll sleep Friday night. I'll have a day on my own on Saturday, sleep Saturday night, and wait a minute, is it? Yeah. And then he's back on Monday, and I feel perfectly well equipped for that. There's Uber and Lyft here. There's 911 if I should get in any trouble. Anything you want, you can have brought right to your door. So over the years of living alone, I've just grown to love living alone. And, Circuit Rider and I are so simpatico, and we're on the same page so much of the time that it's never a problem, having, we each have our own private space, but we're doing real good with, cooking and hanging out, and when either one of us needs our own space, I just go back to my suite. It's like off the end of the apartment, and it's got a door that separates it from the rest of the apartment, and I've got my own bathroom and a nice kind of closet/dressing area room, and then my bedroom and my own access to the deck. So for any of you who enjoy spending time alone, you would know that as much fun as it is to be here with him and have his company, and as reassuring as it is to have all the help and, support, we both like our alone time too. So it's been working out really great that way. But I don't know how I got on that tangent. But anyway, I'll get to be on my own for 2 or 3 days, and then he comes back on Monday, and we'll continue doing this thing that we're doing, which now mostly consists of getting me out more, and me doing more exercise and mostly pulmonary rehab, but Tuesday I do see Dr. Saya again. Hey, how do you like my hair? I think it's, this hair tonight indicates desperate need for a shower tomorrow. Because when I laid down to nap, it was all, can't do anything with it. So time to start over from ground zero. Anyway, I'm rambling again, but since so many of you encourage me, if you don't like it, it's kind of your fault that I just yammer on and on. Yeah, you'll have to stop paying attention if you want me to shut up. Oh, goodness. I really do intend to do this like at least every other day. And I'm really trying for every day now that that difficult stretch is over. And I know I have to rest. I know I have to nap and stuff. But I started getting this one done with the idea I'd say hi for 5 minutes and tell you I'd update tomorrow. But then I got talking. So anyway, trying to think if there's anything else to tell you. End of the month, I have my 3-month and bronchoscopy, and then by that time all of my rehab will be over. And I don't know if he's going to give me permission to go to every 3 months quite yet on the clinic attendance and the tweaking and everything, but I'm thinking that it may be that at the end of the end of June, that he'll let me go back to Brookings. And Circuit Rider was looking at flights today to go up there because he wants to take care of a few things before I go back to my house. And plane tickets were good, but they had all these add-ons. I don't know, I guess that's how they're doing it these days, because they start you off with a fare of $84 round trip, and you're like, hey, I can reserve, because even if something happens and I can't go, $84 you're out of, but you still get the credit for a flight in the future. And then he started poking around, and to check something for baggage, which he'd need to do, is another $60. And for each seat on the plane, there's another charge for the location of the seat. And if you're right back there in the tail where it bites, that seat is another $11. And if you want to be up towards the front of the plane, it's even more than that. And by the time he got looking at it, it was adding up to like $200, plus somebody would need to pick him up, or he'd need to rent a car. And he was like, no, if I go up there, I'll just take the van. It's a 12-hour drive, 12, 13 hours. And of course, this is our traveling minister, hence the name Circuit Rider. And he drives all over this country every year. So a 12-hour drive is basically nothing for him. And anyway, I'm just telling you all the stuff that was under discussion this evening. There's a lot of logistics, and we have to touch base every day on what the future might look like, because it changes a lot. And then based on the changes, you have to make decisions about what other things are going to be going on. But anyway, I'm happy as a clam, really delighted to be able to breathe. Wish I was online more than I sleep, but the sleeping has to take precedence for now. But I hope you guys know that even when I'm not online updating, I can feel your prayers, and I know that you're pulling for me, and it encourages me so much. We watched a little video this evening. Bill has a friend in New York named Jackie Edwards, and she is involved with the Brooklyn Tabernacle Choir and stuff like that. And there's a young man that we've been really worried about. He had a liver transplant, and the new liver failed. And we were praying for him for a long time because we didn't know what the outcome was going to be. Well, a couple of weeks ago, I guess it was, that we got the news that he'd been approved for another liver transplant. And tonight we watched a video of him addressing the camera in his hospital gown, saying that he'd had the liver transplant and he was doing good. And it was like watching myself, all the just feeling so blessed and thankful and praising the Lord. And I looked at him and I'm like, Circuit Rider, that's me. He's like, yeah, it's just a big thing for these people who get transplants, of whom I am now one, that it really is like a second chance at life. It's a whole new life. And he came really close this time, so he is just so grateful. His mom is so grateful. We've all been praying for them, and now he has his other liver, and I continue to pray for him. Josh, his name is Josh, that this transplant would be a better transplant and not fail, and settle in nice and comfortably and get along with Josh's immune system. So Josh, you don't know me, but I'm praying for you. And I'm really happy for you that you got your liver. Okay? Happy for your mom. I know that she's really relieved too. Okay. That's it. I'm going to sleep. Circuit Rider probably wonders who I'm talking to in here. But when he sees the update tomorrow, he will know. All right. Love you guys. Just cherish you. Cherish you from the bottom of my heart. And I pray for you all, and I'm encouraged by you all, and thank you so much for, I don't know, I feel like you guys are a cloud of bubbles that I just kind of float on, and you're lifting me up, and I couldn't do this without you. So love you very much, and I'll update again soon. Have a great day tomorrow. It's Friday, for those who the day has any meaning. Me, it's, the only thing about weekends is that I generally don't have appointments. And that's a good thing. I don't mind. I rest. Alrighty, I'm clicking you off now. I always hate to do it because you're so special. Love you. Talk to you later. Bye.